Florida road tripping. On my channel, I'll be sharing places I travel and visit in Florida and beyond. Hello everyone. In this video, I'll be taking a road trip to a farm to find out what it's like to be a cattle farmer. This farm is located in Alachua County, Florida. And now it's time for the show to begin. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Good afternoon. I'm Alvin Butler. I'm a cattle farmer in Alachua County. I raise pretty much a mixed breed of cattle on about 200 acres here in north central Florida. And this is the property that was once owned by my grandfather, and I've expanded on what he was doing over the last 25 years. One of the things that you got to understand is you got to know a little bit about farming to raise cattle. So you got to have equipment. You got to have a doable tractor, something that can plow land.
Right.
Because essentially, the better grass you have, the better beef you produce.
Oh, okay.
So if you don't have sufficient grass, you will not be able to maintain the farm because you're going to be buying hay all the time.
So what do you consider as sufficient grass? Because I know it can't be the regular stuff that grows in the wild grass that grows in the yard.
No, actually it is. I mean,
is?
Bahia grass is pretty common in Florida.
Okay.
So there are different types of Bahia grass, like Tif9, that's a little bit more expensive than regular Bahia grass.
Okay.
And Bermuda grass, a lot of people use that on their lawns, but it's a great grass for cattle.
Oh, okay.
Again, there's different varieties of Bermuda and different varieties of Bahia. So it's not what you would be growing in your yard, but it's the same general type.
Oh, okay.
But like giant Bermuda grows about 9 inches tall. You never get more than about 3 to 6 inches from regular Bermuda. But you know, you gotta have equipment to till the land, to fertilize the grass, to plant the grass seed, whatever you need to do, clearing land. You look out to the right now, that's some land that's pretty wet and pretty swampy. So I haven't resorted to getting that cleared much, but you can see the land in the back and the property in the back. It's pretty clear.
Okay.
So you gotta be able to maintain the number of cattle that you have in the herd.
I got
So
you.
one cow needs at least 2 to 3 acres of land
Oh, wow.
to cut down the cost. Because cost is what kills you with raising cattle. If you're spending all your money on hay, you're gonna run out of money and it's not gonna be an economical deal. And the other thing that I mentioned earlier was you have predators here. You have Florida panther, you have coyotes. And so you can see what this is right in front of you is a little stand that I've set up so that I can watch the fields.
Oh, okay.
During that 3-month calving season. So I don't want them to calve year round because I can't pay attention year round to as much as you can when you kind of focus on a period of time.
I got
So that allows you to monitor the births a little better. And cows have, just like people, they can have birthing problems.
Oh, yeah.
So sometimes you gotta help the cow deliver the calf. And so if you have it over a less lengthy period of time, it gives you a little bit better control of looking out for those births.
How many cows have you had to
Pull
yeah, at one time? Well, no, I shouldn't say at one time, but
during a year?
yes.
Probably no more than 1 or 2 a year.
Oh, okay.
And some years it's not a problem.
Okay.
But for a cow that has a problem calf, I will sell that cow the next year.
Oh.
Because the likelihood of that cow having another problem calf is increased.
Okay.
So I try not to keep those kind of cows around.
Okay.
But in a barn like this, you're gonna store your feed. And that's why I bought this. So I'm gonna have my feed stored in that shed moving forward. But in the barn like this, I keep most of the equipment, all of my chainsaws, my feed is kept in here. Normally I have hay upstairs as well. So I try to have extra bales of hay in case there's a drought or something during the year, so you have additional feed for them.
Oh, okay.
Because the cows got to eat.
Most definitely.
Even if it's a drought and there's no grass growing, you got to make sure you got food for them to eat.
Okay.
But cows, well, you got to have vehicles to take the cows wherever you want to take them. So for me, it's mainly taking cows to the livestock market. So you got to have reliable transportation to do that. So you can carry probably 6 to 8 grown cows in this.
In here? Yeah. Oh wow, I was thinking maybe 2 or 3.
No, depending on what size, I'll put like 3, 4 in the front, and 3 or 4 in the back.
Oh, okay.
But normally, I might move cows from one field to another depending on which bull I want to put them with.
I got you.
But this primarily for me is taking year-old calves to the livestock market. But you can see, like, most of the hay goes into a hay rack, so they don't waste it. See that circle like that?
Oh, okay.
Surrounding the hay. Okay. So that protects the hay a little bit, so they don't walk on it, and then they don't want to eat it. So you try to protect the hay. So like I say, this barn was built in the 1950s.
Wow.
It's still around. I keep old equipment my granddad used to have.
Yeah.
Files in there.
That's a long time ago.
Right. But this I added on.
Okay.
So you gotta have an additional tractor in case your tractor messes up on you. So this is one of the tractors I bought when I first moved out here.
How long have you had that green one? That looks pretty old.
That green tractor is 1952 Oliver.
Oh wow.
I actually tried to get it restored, and the guy was trying to sell the thing when I went to check on it.
Oh
so
my
I just
goodness.
bring my tractor back.
Oh wow.
1952 Oliver.
Wow. 1952 Oliver. I knew it was pretty old. It looks like it is.
So like this is a sprayer, and you gotta have something to treat the grass for weeds, or if you want to put out liquid fertilizer, and you got the equipment, then you can do it. Or a seeder, you gotta have a seeder.
The seeder is that red thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is like a holding pen, and this you use for treating the cows or castrating. Those young bull calves, you castrate them when they are 1 to 6 months old.
Oh gosh.
And the steer is the preferred choice in terms of what buyers wanted to market.
Oh, okay.
Because steers will gain more weight than female calves,
So
and that's the preferred meat.
So what do you do with the ones you castrate? You still sell them?
You castrate them and you keep feeding them. I mean, it's just a matter of the meat tends to marble a little different once they've been castrated.
Oh, dang.
So the fat looks a little cleaner on that castrated calf, bull calf. So people prefer that look.
Really?
Right.
I'm gonna be vegetarian after this.
Well, you don't want to know about vegetables, because what people are doing now with genetic seeds, you have no idea the quality or the content of what you're actually eating. So this is a squeeze chute.
What's it called?
A squeeze chute. And so you got to have equipment to control a 2,000-pound bull.
Yeah.
And so without having the equipment to control a bull or control cows, it makes it more difficult to handle. And you have a lot of accidents on the farm where people get injured. So this kind of takes the likelihood of accidents down. So you can regulate what you're doing with cows. You run them in this pen, then you run them through that little chute there, and they can come in here. And once they get in here, you shut the back. And you can adjust it and close it down as tight as you want. Or you can get access through the side panels. And you can trap their head so you can control them better with this.
And then you cut the stuff off?
No, I mean, whatever you're doing. If I'm giving a shot to a bull,
okay.
I'm going to put the bull in here to give it the shot.
I was going to say, good Lord.
You can castrate young male calves in here.
Oh, you can? Oh, okay. Oh, geez.
But you can always just throw them down.
I got you. Good Lord.
So the main thing that you look at with raising cows is rotational grazing. And what that means is you're going to have several different areas on your property that are fenced off. So cows can eat one area for a week maybe, and then move to another area for at least a week. And if you got at least 3 areas, you rotate your cows every 3 weeks through the passes that you have. So it gives the grass time to recover. Watch your step.
Trust me, I dressed for this occasion.
So that's what this is. So this part is like common area, and then there's a pasture here, and there's a pasture on the other side, and there's a pasture on the front side.
Oh, they got a lot of room to roam.
Yeah, but I mean, depending on the weather. If you're not getting a lot of water, a lot of rain, then your grass is not going to grow much during the spring and the summer. And the spring is typically a time when it's a little drier than in, like August or September. So there could be periods of time when you don't have very much rain, and you got to have a little extra hay to kind of take you through those dry times.
Gotcha.
Well, I could feed these cows up here if you want to see them up close.
Oh yeah, wherever you want to feed them.
Okay.
Thank you.
So everything needs to be as automated as possible. That's another stand for watching for coyotes up on top of that pen. I've shot a coyote from right up there.
I'm taking you probably have to have binoculars and all that stuff, right?
Well, you want to have binoculars for sure, but with coyotes, you're also talking about having night vision binoculars.
Oh, okay.
Not just because they're more prone to come out and be popular during the evening. You want a close-up of a bull?
Sure.
Let me get a little feed. This is my youngest one.
Youngest.
He's a boss.
He looks like a boss.
And this one's about 3 years old.
He looks like he's bigger than the other ones, though.
He
Is he not?
he is getting there.
You ever have any problems with any of them running after you or anything?
Oh yeah.
Really? Oh, Lord.
I just got rid of one that chased me over that corner post over in that other corner. He was taller than any of these.
Really?
And I had him for about 8 years. But when cows got in heat, he went a little mad.
Oh, wow.
So no, he chased me out the pen, and I raised him from a calf.
Oh, wow.
So it's not like he didn't know me.
Right,
but
right.
when he gets hot-headed, you know, you call people bullheaded.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah, this is where it comes from.
That's where it comes from.
Yeah, definitely chased me out of the pen.
Jeez.
2 days later, he was at the livestock market.
Oh, gosh.
He was born in 1900, so in the 20s, there were a bunch of people that didn't like the fact that he was a person of color who had a farm, had land, had other people working for him. And, you know, they showed up one night declaring. They wanted to run him off the property.
Oh, wow.
But he had 10 brothers and sisters. So they kind of hid in the woods around there, expecting the people to come. And when they showed up, they all shot in the air and they ran.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, so that's a stock.
Right. Wow.
But of course, the next day he was arrested by the sheriff.
Oh, no.
For what? Protecting himself?
In his land. Yeah.
Right. But he persevered and he stayed. But when he bought land, he bought like about from that fence there. So it was only about 3 acres that he initially bought. And when he died, he probably had about 90 acres.
Okay.
But he was more of a farmer than a rancher.
Ah.
So he did a lot of farming products. And I guess none of his sons wanted to be farmers.
That's interesting.
So I was like his grandson. I was the only one that really had any interest in it.
Oh, wow. It's a lot of that. Parents, you know, they spend their whole lives, you know, on the farm, you know, tending the land and all that stuff. And then their children, when they leave it to them, a lot of them get rid of it right away.
But it's hard work.
It is, I'm sure.
And a lot of times people don't value the work that you're working for yourself. You're doing something you enjoy doing. And it's also a lack of knowledge. Like what I was telling you, the market I'm looking for is not just selling at the livestock market. You know, because the market value changed.
Right.
Like last week I went to the market and I got $3.70 per pound for a young calf. Well, 4 years ago I might have got $1.50. So the price was really down. So the market fluctuates, and you got to be able to deal with the times when the price is down or when the price is up, and you got to be able to survive. So you got to do some money management of the times when it's good.
Oh, okay, I got you.
But get in there, you take it run. Which is an amazing shot when you think about wealth and management of wealth. If you're losing one of the most valuable commodities in the country, that is land. There were enough people here to have 2 churches, and this was one of the churches. And there's still a congregation of about 5 to 10 people that meet here, but it's not nearly what it used to be when this was a thriving sort of agricultural community. But this road has about 3 families that live down here. That's one of the families here. Relatively new to this community, but one of the families nevertheless. And there's about 2 or 3 older families back down the road. This is one of the fields that pastures that I bought in the last 5 years.
Oh, okay. The cows roam over here too?
The cows don't actually come over here yet.
I was gonna say, because I seen there's like no
gate.
Yeah.
So I've just put this fence up within the last 6 months.
Okay.
And so the gates that you saw over at the house are the gates that are going to be made, delivered over here within the next week.
Okay.
So there's always lots of deer and stuff running around here. I don't hunt deer, but I'll allow people to hunt if they promise to shoot coyotes.
Okay.
So that's my arrangement.
That's your thing. Okay.
If you're willing to shoot a coyote, I don't mind you shooting deer. So this property actually belongs to one of my cousins.
Okay.
But this was a property that my grandfather's father lived on. And so what happened in the old days, they kind of marked the property off wrong. And so the house that my grandfather grew up in was actually not on the property that he owned. It should have been a few 100 yards over. But this is a house that my grandfather grew up in. And you can see it's maybe a 1 or 2 bedroom in it. He had 10 brothers and sisters.
Oh wow, that's small.
Right.
But to them, you know, who cares when you got a
You
roof
had a
over
roof.
your head?
You had a roof. You see that over there? You can get out there. So this is how they got their water.
That's no longer, of course, no water or anything coming in there now, right?
No, look in there.
Okay.
You can see water in there.
Is it a snake or something in
No,
there?
snake can't jump up that high.
Oh.
You can see. Come on. No, come on. I wouldn't put you in danger.
Oh, okay. Well, I see.
Yes.
I appreciate that. Oh, so that's where they got the water and everything from.
Right.
Wow.
So my uncle used to own this, and one of my cousins bought it from his daughter.
Okay.
My great uncle.
Uh-huh.
And he was a salvage kind of guy. So he had dump trucks.
Okay.
And he brought a bunch of debris out here and just dumped it.
Wow.
But he lived here. But this was the house that he had grew up in.
That house is still, it might not be how it was back then, but it's still standing.
Right. Cool. Built.
Oh, the storm is like that.
It's now falling down, but
Yeah.
he lived up there a lot. He had a place in Gainesville, but he had this place out here as well.
Oh, okay. Ooh, those are mulberries.
You know what they are.
Yeah.
And this is the back field to what I was showing you when I was calling those cows from the barn.
Uh-huh.
These are my cows.
These don't, you never had a problem with any of those chasing you, just the bulls?
With these cows chasing?
Yeah, the ones here.
No, these are pretty gentle.
Oh, okay.
Come on! Come on! Come on!
Look at them, they all running.
Come on!
What about the one with the horns? Is he gentle also?
Horns don't matter. They have dispositions just like people.
Okay.
So just like you have different personalities,
Well, I'm gonna take my personality closer to the gate.
you're good.
Okay.
So you can see the breed, Angus and the Piedmontese mix.
Nice looking cows. Look at his coat, it's so beautiful. Woo! His coat is so beautiful. Ooh, geez. He's greedy.
She's a youngster.
Oh, okay.
She's about a year old. I didn't want that other cow to take the bucket away from her.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, she'll eat out my hand.
Oh, okay.
And I put the bull in earlier than the cows on the other side. So these calves came. I haven't even started to have calves on the other side yet.
Jeez. Do you milk these cows at all?
No,
Oh,
these are beef cows.
so you don't milk these cows?
These are beef, so they're primarily used for meat.
Mm.
You start looking at Jerseys and Holsteins when you started talking about milk cows, because they produce more milk per cow
Okay.
than beef cows. Now the Piedmontese is a breed that in other countries is used sometimes as a milk cow.
The Piedmontese is which one?
White bull I showed you.
Oh, okay, okay.
So this cow comes off that bull. That tan cow comes off that bull. Those are the only ones in here.
Their coats are beautiful. Nice and shiny.
So this is about 45, 50 acres. Property that just needs to be mowed. That's how it's took.
Is that where that little, what did you say, the little wetland where the alligator is?
Oh, no. Come along.
Okay. I mean, I don't want to see the alligator. I'm just wondering.
Other females, if they think they're in heat, because they can smell when they're in heat. And what that does is it tells the bull that they're in heat.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a signal. I didn't understand that either until I kind of studied it a bit. But that's a signal to the bull, hey, you need to get to work.
What? So the females would get on another female.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
That's why I was like, I thought these were all female, and I seen one jump on the back of the other one.
No, these are all females.
All right. What happened to her horn?
And those are Brahma.
Brahma bull?
Those are Brahma heifers. Or Brahma cows. Heifers, really.
Oh, that's right. I forgot the bulls are the males.
But I leave the Brahma over here because this is a little bit more isolated, and you have more coyotes. And so those Brahma will protect their calves better than any other cow. So if they got a calf and a coyote comes around, they'll chase it. Like if I bring my dog over here and they got a calf, they would chase it.
Oh, wow. How come some of their horns are curved and...
Because they were cut when they were young. the replanting of the grass.
2-year project.
Yeah. And I'm not even, because some of the back half of this I don't like to see. It didn't come up as well as I would like.
Look at her.
Yeah.
She don't even have a thing.
It just says that she's in heat.
Yeah.
Which is a bad thing, because I need these to be cabined. I don't need them to be open. If they're in heat, that means they're not carrying a calf. You see there's a pecking order?
Sorry?
You see the pecking order?
The pecking order?
Pecking order.
What is that?
So if one of the cows is eating, and one of the cows is a boss of that cow, they'll move it out the way and they'll eat.
Ah. Pecking order.
See, she's chasing everything now. All she gotta do is look like, move, get out the way. So you see how the one cow is grooming the other one?
Where?
The one with the horns being groomed?
Over here?
Yeah. You see it?
Back there?
Yeah.
Oh, is that what he's doing?
Yeah. Look in the neck.
Ah, I
here.
see. Yeah.
Wild animals do that. They will groom each other. But this is how a field ought to look at this time of the year.
It's beautiful out here.
Yeah.
You let me touch you?
Yeah.
Let me touch you. You don't want me to touch you.
So you gotta have it pretty automated to not be labor intensive. Does it make sense?
Right.
That you really need to have a setup so they can get most of their needs without being dependent on you to take care of them on a daily basis. And the other thing you see is the fencing. So you can see it better here. That here's a field, there's a field, there's a field, there's another field. So that you can do rotational grazing. So they don't overeat an area and grass gets wore down and you lose the grass. You got to be able to rotate them. You see, they're eating grass, but they still have access to hay this time of the year.
Oh, so those same ones can come over here?
Yeah, they can come over to this field.
Okay.
And that's like a salt block.
What is that for anyway, those salt licks? I remember seeing those too.
Minerals.
Oh, okay.
It's like a vitamin for cows.
Okay.
So there's everything out here. There's bear. You got more bear in Ocala than you do here though. Because you got the forest closer. But we have bear come through here. Panthers come through here.
At least the weather held up.
Yes, it did.
Thank goodness.
So again, you got water in every field because they gotta have water, and that's for molasses. So you feed them molasses normally during the winter to supplement the hay because you're not getting as many nutrients from hay as you get from grass. And you look over there, you can see another shooting stand. You see it? This is where I had a 10-foot alligator in that little pond right there. It means that that's a big animal for a female. The males get a little larger, but a 10-foot female is a pretty big female. And you see over here, I got the same thing, a loading pen. So you can treat them and shut them off. you can trap them in there and give them what you need to give them. So this is, you ever heard of Payne's Prairie?
I was just about to ask you, how far are we from Payne's Prairie?
So this is called Levy Prairie.
Uh-huh.
And Levy County is down here as well.
Okay.
So we're close to the Alachua County boundary. But this was actually 40 acres that my grandfather bought.
Oh, okay.
So the other 80 acres I bought. But if I were looking for coyotes, this might be the place that I would come at night.
Wow. Oh, I thought I heard something. I hope you're strapped.
I am.
Oh, okay, good.
But this is where I put up fence here about 3 months ago, and now I got to finish that other side I was telling you about. Because Alachua County owns this, and they just bought it within the last 6 or 7 years.
Looks like cows been back here, huh?
Oh yeah, they can come back here. This is the gate I told you somebody left open. Why they were here, I have no idea. This is Levy Prairie.
Okay.
That area I was showing you. Here. I mean, it's huge. This is like 10,000 acres. That's that water tower is in Micanopy.
That's in Micanopy. It doesn't seem like it's that far away.
Right. Well, you can see for miles here. At Tree Edge over there is there's another open water point over there. And this, if you go back this way, is Williston.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
When you get to the end of this, you're almost at Williston Road. So our property goes up to those posts over there, but when it's wet, all the water is up to here.
Oh, okay.
So at certain times of the year, the water's this high. So the fence that I used to have across there kept getting washed out. So I moved the fence in some in order to have more protection, because once this fence starts to sit in water, it rots out in like 2 years.
So that other fence over there, that's property of somebody else? That's Levy County, is that what you're telling me?
The state of Florida owns the other side.
Oh, okay.
There's actually there's a walkway that leads around here and goes all the way down about 4 miles, and people can walk on that.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, it's a scenic route. Now, you walk at your own risk.
Oh, okay.
Because the last time I was up there, I had some cows that got on there, and I had about 3 guys with me, and we were going up to running back over here. And we ran into a wild boar right there, and the boar was maybe from here to those trees right there, and it just kind of stood there and looked at us. But from up on the canal, I was packing, so I wasn't worried about it. But I'm just saying, that's the bravest I've ever seen.
Right, right.
Is 3 people with rifles.
They're all standing just looking.
And you're just like, I don't think y'all want to come this way. And finally, it just kind of walked off, didn't even run.
So you say, nah, I think I'll just pass.
Yeah, but the fact that it didn't run was amazing. Because normally wild animals run. See that corner post right there? On the other side? So that's a fence that goes back out that way. And there used to be open water right here, so I fished there.
Ah.
I mean, come here. There's a well down here. So this is where the cows used to come to drink. You know where the preacher pump is?
No. Is that where they pump it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what they call a preacher pump.
See that piece of steel down there?
Yes, I do see.
There was a preacher pump on that. So this is where I used to come to pump water for the cows over here.
Oh, okay.
Before I got that well put in,
Mm-hmm.
I would come over here twice a week and pump for 45 minutes.
Okay.
But here, you can see the water here.
Yeah, I do see.
Yeah, but that was a fence there. I just moved it up some because it kept rusting out every 3 years. And I
Right.
don't want to do it every 3 years. And I put this in, which is a little bit thicker
That
than
is
regular
thicker.
fence.
Yeah. Yeah, they look like, it looks like they could make a Tarzan movie out here.
You're right. You're exactly right. I mean, sometimes during the summer, you might see 3 or 4 people come by here
Really?
walking on this walkway. Because,
Huh.
I mean, it's county-owned property. And they open it up to people who wanted to hike the trail.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, people don't realize when they say, I want to hike the trail, that you might run into a wild hog on this trail. You might run into a panther on this trail. I mean, there's bear out here.
Yeah.
I mean, the bear, when I first put up a fence in the middle of this property,
Mm-hmm.
I think a bear came through there at night and didn't know the fence was there and ran into it.
Oh, wow.
And halfway tore down that section of fence.
That means that was a big bear.
Right. Well, I mean, 300-400 pound bear is nothing to play with.
It's nice out here, though. It's beautiful.
So when it's wet, there's water coming down through this little creek here.
So do people eat wild boars? Well, I guess so. They eat it. A lot of people eat different things.
They will, but wild bulls are pretty tough.
Oh, are they? Okay.
I mean, particularly if you shoot a big hog. Yeah, that fence line right there is where the bear hit.
Oh, okay.
So the one thing that I've done that I know my grandfather never did was section off the land.
Hmm.
So you don't want cows having access to all the land all the time. You want to be able to allow the land to recover.
Okay.
So there's some of that wisdom that doesn't get passed on, that doesn't ever materialize. And so you look at a lot of what black folks do, and the difference between what's really efficient and what's been done over the past could be great. So you want to make sure you're doing what makes sense.
I got you.
Not what you were taught necessarily. But last year I lost a calf down here. There's a big creek that runs down at the bottom of this, and that's our property on the other side of this too. And the calf got on the other side, which is property that we own. And the mom got trapped down here and fell and couldn't get up. So I saw the calf and I came in and I saw the calf up here with the other cows, and the cow was missing. So then I went searching for the cow and I found the cow. Been dead about 2 days.
Oh, it probably broke his leg and died?
Yeah. Then I came back up here to get the calf, and the coyote had got it.
Oh, no.
That quick.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm out here with another guy. We're walking around in the woods right here. And the coyote comes up here on the Sunday afternoon and takes the calf and goes back through the wood over there. I saw his prints.
Oh, no. All right, Mr. Butler, thank you for the grand tour and for letting me know what it's like to be a cattle farmer. Anything else that you would like to say before I head out?
No, not really. It's just, for people that are interested in doing it, it's pretty hard work sometimes. And so in order to do it well, you got to do a little education of yourself and prepare that portion of the work so that you're not wasting time, because it can be tough, so you want to do the best job you can. You're going to do that with better education, better knowledge, and also you don't mind getting your hands dirty.
Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Till next time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.